Hey everybody, it's Zero Gear Plus, and with me is a person.
I am that person.
This is my brother, and we are both Castlevania fans. As you may have noticed, we are playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Probably the first thing you saw when you opened the video.
Exactly. And so we're doing this for the new Kickstarter of the Bloodstained whatever of Darkness. The IGAvania game that's coming out soon. In 2017. But in any case, we're just gonna
soon enough.
We're gonna play this for the hype. So we're gonna play a game now. As noted right now, we're playing this on the Xbox 360 version of the game.
Because we are so poor.
More or less, we can't find a relatively cheap copy of the original.
Because we're poor.
Because we're poor.
Okay.
So, what are you gonna name it?
Tiddly.
Tiddly?
Tiddly.
Should that have an E before the Y?
No, just Tiddly.
Tiddly? Okay.
There.
Now loading.
Oh, man.
Now, this is gonna be Colton playing, because I don't play Castlevania. Now, this is Colton's favorite Castlevania game of all time.
Yes, it is. I'm just gonna be grabbing a quick thingy real quick.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grind parts so that we can make the boss nice and efficient.
Oh, that should be good. Sorry, I don't mean to do that to you, but I should be okay with this one.
So are you gonna go for the flawless approach or the neutron bomb potion approach?
I don't know. I'm gonna use these items because they really help. I mean, everybody knows that using firebrands on them is probably the best way to go. See? I mean, you get all these items, why not use them to your advantage?
I know nothing about this game. This is Colton's game. I'm gonna be the guy that's like, what does that do? Oh my god, what just happened? That's gonna be me.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world.
I see your lips moving, but you're not saying any words.
That I'm once again given flesh.
What you can't see that I can see is that we have an actor over here in his own soliloquy and dialogue at the same time.
You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
This is quite interesting to watch.
Could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man?
A miserable pile of secrets?
Little pile of secrets.
I was right.
It's just a little pile.
How about you?
Don't worry about it. Just a little pile. Doing my little jig.
Now, you didn't answer me earlier. Are we going to go for the flawless approach?
I'll start with the flawless if we don't end up making it, which it looks like I'm going to be having a lot of trouble with it. But if I don't make it with the flawless at the point I'm at, then I'll just give up.
We'll go for
Sorry guys, we're done before we even started. Ah, darn it. Oh.
So it looks like he has to give up now.
Kill me, Drake. Nah, I'm just gonna keep going.
Now, we intend to do a pseudo 100% completionist run. We're not going to be getting every single item, however, we are going to do full map completion. And we are going
isn't 200, it is 200.6.
And we are going to be grabbing all the major items, which is like health ups.
Any item that shows up in the map, that's just on the map when it spawns, we will be grabbing. We're not going to be grinding.
We're not necessarily going to go after like huge things like the rune sword, which could take literally hours to grind for.
Unless you're lucky. But I'm not lucky. Wow, this is taking a lot longer than I used to. Do I open?
No, but he certainly does.
Oh!
Oh! That was my cheek! Hit me
How that one?
It's my face!
Uh-oh.
He hit me in the face!
And he's a big old dude.
He's a big old dude or he's a big old dude?
Oh, that hurts. Ah, that hurts!
I'd like to say a little bit of both.
Oh god, he's everything. Uh-oh, I'm gonna die! Ah.
Oh, we lost.
Who's that?
Cool, now we get to see this with Richter actually on screen. We were doing a bit of practice before this, and yeah, Richter was like kind of like half obscured by the by the end point of the screen, so it was like, Richter, your strength! And I was like, yes, I am off screen.
This cannot be!
Such good voice acting.
Should wait till the end of the game.
I think it's funny. Alucard and Dracula have good voice acting, but Richter... Die, monster!
He's better later in the game. I know when...
This is back when he was young and dumb.
Yeah. I almost just started talking about the game, because it's what I do. But I can't talk about the game.
I'm pretty sure most people... How old is this game?
Came out in 97.
So it's almost...
It's almost 20 years old.
Yeah, I think we can kind of talk about the story.
No, it's me.
Why not?
Because...
If people haven't played through or seen someone play through this is kind of their problem.
Well, I don't know, man.
So what were you going to say?
Later on, when you find him again.
Who's him?
Richter.
Okay, Richter's in the game later. Richter's in the game later! Okay, now spit it out.
When you find him later, in the center of the castle.
The inverted castle?
No.
There's two castles in this game!
My God. No, I was going to stop at 100% with just the first castle.
Well, yeah.
When you find him later in the game, not in the inverted castle, there's an inverted castle. When you find him later, he has better voice acting. But he's also not himself.
Oh. So it's like the actor formerly known as Richter?
No, it's the actor known as Richter, it's just he's being mind-controlled.
Or it's like instead of getting, it's like instead of having Matthew Broderick play Inspector Gadget, you have somebody else doing it?
Yeah.
Which is like, I'm all for that, because Matthew Broderick was the bad Inspector Gadget.
Well, it's like having Matthew Broderick... Or it's like having somebody else voice Inspector... No. Let me see if I can figure out how to word it.
He didn't voice Inspector Gadget, he was Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, if it's like having Matthew Broderick be Inspector Gadget, but having somebody else voice it.
Oh, so it's like that episode of Powerpuff Girls where there was that old-timey, like, actor guy that worked in the silent films, but he had a really weird voice, so he stole Professor Utonium's voice because he sounds really cool, because Tom Kane had that awesome voice.
I didn't know that was Tom Kane, I thought that was Phil Lamar.
No, that's Samurai Jack.
Right, they look
the same.
They do. I'm like, oh yeah, Samurai Jack is totally Professor...
Utonium in the past or the future.
It's definitely the Professor, I don't know what
They're
you're
related. They're related. It's probably the square face.
Now, one thing that I'm not showing is the first thing I usually do when I start playing this. I will continue after that.
Alucard, what is your
And he's
business
doing
here?
he's doing like the
I've
voiceover
come to
thing
put an
again.
end to this.
Still
He sounds a little too
I
deep
have not asked you to
for like
return
his
to
character
ours,
type.
but I demand you cease your attack.
I will not.
I
You shall
refuse.
regret those words. We will meet again. Give me your stuff. What?
That's rude.
Well, I mean, they were on lease for a while, but...
Then he stopped paying for them. And that's where we had a problem.
I had 2 late payments. It wasn't my fault. I mean, my cats needed to go to the vet.
So I just kind of had to skip
Yeah,
this month.
my cat's got
But I
attacked by
had
a warg. So.
I had my entire I did it entirely with the expectation of paying it back later. So
As you can see, I'm very adept with my fists as I break their faces off.
who's Zoe? We were talking about this earlier.
I don't even...
To fill you guys in, I was like, I just asked on a whim. I was like, "Who's Zoe?" He's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "See, when we record this, that's the kind of stuff I'm gonna say."
I honestly, I don't know where they came up with half their ideas for names and stuff like that in this game for all of
Well,
those.
you know,
but
Zoe is kind of a real name.
No,
Hey,
I know,
Hobbs,
but-
Hobbs, what are you doing?
There's no one in the Castlevania universe even closely related to anybody named Zoe. I didn't want to press that.
Hobbs, stop.
So in this one, you get a menu.
Hey. We have a cat that's being stupid, so it's like... Yeah,
And-
I'm talking to a cat.
The reason we were going back and forth between doing a flawless Dracula run and a not flawless Dracula run is depending on how you beat that first part. If you beat it without using any sub-weapons, because in that first area, right under where the button was that I hit, there's a cross sub-weapon, and then if you go into Dracula's room, there's a Molotov cocktail sub-weapon. I usually will just use the Molotov cocktail and the triangle button as it would be, but since it's the Xbox, it's the Y button. But if you use that special, it just rains and he dies almost immediately. You can take out one form in literally one shot. It's awesome. But if you want to be cool, you'll do it without, and usually you can do okay. But if you do it without using sub-weapons and junk like that, you get increased stats. Now,
as we all know, increased stats are the bomb. And there we just got the knife. The knife is the most broken sub-weapon in the game.
honestly, I love the crap out of it. You build your intelligence and you become God. But I digress. I digest.
You're already practically a demigod.
Oh no, I am a demigod. Why are you so strong?
Too strong.
Everybody's so strong. Now, I really liked this because of all the puzzles that it gave to the Castlevania ability, but
Just kind of
sometimes
added to the persona.
When you first do this,
Did you
you're
skip
like,
the Baslard?
yeah, I'll be okay with
I
that.
figured you'd kind of want to go for that. It's a
I
good
do,
item.
but you would be editing out like maybe an hour, because I know I got lucky.
You got it in like, you got it relatively fast.
It's a crapshoot. It's not easy to get. Besides that, I'll be fine. I've got the knife.
I got the knife.
Yeah, the most hated sub-weapon in the game ever. Any Castlevania game you play with sub-weapons, the knife's-
Especially in like
knife's
Castlevania
terrible.
4.
But
Castlevania 4, the knife's useless.
you play it in this game, and because it's dependent on your intelligence to boost its damage, if you boost your intelligence enough, this is what save rooms look like.
If you boost your intelligence enough, this is what save rooms look like.
Yep. If you boost your intelligence enough, your sub-weapons will be dealing even more damage. Like, for the knife, it's 1 damage per intelligence.
Are we a boss already?
I don't know. It just closed.
Yeah, we're the boss.
Uh-huh.
Don't try to hide things from me.
That's why it's the most broken thing. Because if it despawns, you won't have to worry about
And it's not even like later Castlevanias where it just kind of like planks
it.
off of your opponent. It just
Oh,
like
wait a minute.
it just gets
Did
absorbed.
I didn't get the shield. I'm skipping everything. They're all important. Ick. Yeah, shields you get in this game block projectiles like that. So it was very bad that I don't have it.
And some of them like Alucard shield.
It's a cheap thing, but it's awesome.
Kind of use an item later in the game called the shield rod. Kind of breaks the game. It harms your enemies. You were going to die, and you didn't save.
Don't tell me that!
You didn't save. Why didn't you save?
Because I keep hitting the wrong buttons.
I don't think that had anything to do with it.
Whoa! You! Stop! Okay, now, I'll show you what I was happy to get when I did the Dracula fight. There we go.
Neutron bomb is just like a stage clear.
Basically. There's a couple things like that. I like the bomb, because it's an easy thing to get first thing in the game. The easiest way to get it, early game, is doing the Dracula fight. If you get a lot of hearts and then use all of them, you get that.
Don't you have to use like more than 50 hearts or something?
Yes. If you get 50, or if you get all 99 hearts that you can hold in that beginning segment, you will get a heart refresh, which is cool. But, I mean, I don't want to grind all the way up to 99 hearts. That's boring. In this game, you can easily just go through, just kind of running around, casually hit things.
That is, if you can hit them.
And money's a thing.
That was a neat little sound. Yeah, this elevator kind of needs... It's not even really an elevator, it's more like a lift. Needs more elevator music.
Cowbell. Got some sunglasses. Time to look hip.
Protect your face and protect your eyes.
Cool looking sunglasses. Outside.
Should just be like the slogan for the company that makes them. Sunglasses. They're cool looking sunglasses.
I am rooting. Alright.
I'm a vampire. That's what I do.
And this is the weapon I would have gotten.
Oh, so you can just... You're gonna end up getting it anyway.
Yep.
You could have just gotten it faster.
The cheap way of getting it is if you can get this guy onto this like that.
You're gonna get this on like the first try now.
Yep,
Just watch.
probably. These guys are blood skeletons. They come back. They regenerate. Yep, there we go. That's the cheap way of doing it.
Yeah, we could have just done that and gotten the Basilord a lot faster.
Yeah, I wouldn't have needed to use every single knife I owned. But, I mean... I don't know.
It's based on your heart, so it's not like you just get like 20 knives and
yeah, exactly.
when you run out, they're gone.
I'm gonna go pick up my knives, be right back.
It's like a Nerf gun fight. It's like, I'm out! I'm out too!
Hold on, I gotta get more! Okay, now
Do you know that some Nerf guns sell for like as much as $300, if not more?
Some people personalize them, and I've seen some on Craigslist. Like, they did everything you can possibly think of to personalize it, including camouflage. They increased, like, the muzzle velocity for it. Remember, you're shooting a foam dart, and they've got it going at, like, the way they set it
75 miles an hour.
Exactly. It's stupid. And I'm like, it's a Nerf gun. Are you actually trying to kill someone with a Nerf gun?
Maybe.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The ones that I was seeing look pretty, but
now
it's stupid.
Before you finish that thought,
we gotta go.
What?
Don't you want anything else?
I was going to.
Oh, yeah, that's what
So it's like, if you could just, like, hold still, so it's like that we don't, like, lose people.
Okay. We will start.
We will see you guys right here, in this very same spot, in the next episode of Let's Play Symphony of the Night. So I have good feeling and a bad feeling about this series.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be boring.
Oh. Because my good feeling was that you weren't gonna be boring.
I don't know. It'll probably depend on the part. Some parts are very cool.
So I guess we're just gonna have to see how that goes.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, this has been a long enough first episode, so we will see you guys in the next episode of Let's Play.
What was that?
What was what?
Oh, you didn't see it?
I saw it.
Oh, just